And when you look at the mechanism and you look at all the systems that they have in place, you're like, wow, this is something else. This is
Yeah.
art. This is science, all in combined. So
Yeah, and then when you're like, 10 toes in it,
yeah,
it's even more, less glamorous than you
yeah,
think, like I always tell people, like, when I played professional basketball in Europe, they're like, "Oh my God, oh, that's probably so nice. You got to travel and stuff, like."
yeah,
And I'm just like, "Yeah, you have no idea, like, what I went through. Like, there's a lot of nights you're alone. You're doing a lot of traveling.
yeah,
Your body's taking a beating. They expect a lot out of you. I call it, the golden handcuffs. That's what it is. It's like one of those jobs where but if you're passionate and you love it and you have the will for it, just like in business, you will go through those obstacles and adversity
yeah,
to be in that position. So, and that's what makes, superstars and people professional.
yeah. What advice would you give, like, for example, the kids that are starting out in sports?
The advice I would give is, first you got to fall in love with it, and it's one of those things, just like business, where you might not like it in the beginning, but you gotta, figure out something that's gonna make you become passionate. So for me, the reason why I chose basketball, because it was so challenging, and every day I was learning new stuff. So that kind of kept getting me back into it. So someone that's just starting out, I think, uh, having the right mindset, having the right people in your corner, you got to be fully committed. It's one of those things where I always tell kids is like, you have to be fully committed. It's not just about putting up shots. It's not about, you know, getting points on the board, but it's all the other stuff as well. You know, Coaches look at everything from your hustle plays to off the court stuff. We notice everything.
Yeah. You don't want to have a crazy kid on your team where it does like crazy stuff outside and
Yeah,
affects his playing in the court, right?
yeah,
So,
those are tough. Yeah,
yeah,
and you will get a lot of those. You will get a lot of different individuals, especially basketball. It's so diverse. You have all types of people from all types of backgrounds on your team. So
and sometimes it clashes too.
Yeah, I'm sure. What were some of the you mentioned you were overseas. What were some of the challenging things that you had to go through being overseas playing for a professional team?
well, first and foremost, you don't know the language. You sometimes have a translator with you. Thankfully, my coaches spoke English, so it wasn't that hard, even though they were like
Yeah.
not 100% fluent or anything, but it was still easy to understand. Most of your teammates aren't they don't know English, sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like hard to communicate. And it's really lonely, honestly, too. You have like probably two, three other Americans on the team, and that's your friends.
Yeah. Like it
And
or not, it's like that's
yeah,
it.
yeah. Other than that, and then other challenges where you don't really get to decide on your foods. Like you have really strict diets, but it all depends on different teams. But when you're traveling so much, it's usually like you have a regimen, like diet and all this stuff. So
Wow.
So you're forced to follow the strict
yeah,
guidelines as far as they put in, regardless of.
exactly, and you're kind of out of your routine as well, because you're traveling so much, and in Europe it's almost like uh, like a small state in America,
Mm.
where traveling is so easy. Like there was a month where we took like 12, 13 flights, so it's like, you're out of your routine, so it gets a little bit tough. You're like living in a hotel almost.
Yeah.
I could already imagine like the jet lag.
Hmm.
There isn't so much of a time zone, but I'm sure there's a
Yeah.
lot of your body gets beat up, especially
Yeah.
flying that much.
Oh yeah. I mean, just flying and
Yeah.
imagine just flying. It does that, and on top of that, you're playing what 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day practicing, and your diet, your time zone, your food differences, right?